Good morning, class. Now let's start the revision of your business. Your first chapter is nature and the significance of management. So first of all, let's understand the meaning of a management first of all. Okay, as we know that management is a universal concept and it is needed in every organization, whether it is a business organization or a non-business organization. Even in the schools, hospitals, etc., management is required. That means management is not only required in the companies, factories, but it is required in the schools, hospitals, in every organization. So now first of all, let's discuss the meaning of the management. Management is the process of designing and maintaining an environment in which individuals work together with the aim of achieving goals effectively and efficiently. So that means in this definition I have underlined three words. First of all, the process. That means management is the series of the process. That means so many functions are performed in the management, just like planning, staffing, organizing, controlling, directing. So many functions are performed in the management. After that I have underlined the word effectively. Effectiveness is related with the time. That means whatever the target is set by the management, it should be fulfilled on time. And the third point which I have underlined, that is efficiently. That means whatever the target the management has decided, it should be done with the minimum cost. So that means effectively is related with the time, efficiently is related with the cost. And process, that means series of the functions, just like planning, organizing, staffing, directing, controlling. Now the second topic is the characteristics of the management. So first characteristic of the management is the goal oriented process. Obviously हर management का अपना एक goal होता है, and to achieve that particular goal they have to take series of the steps. So management have to take so many efforts to achieve that particular objective. Just like one target is set up, so that to achieve that target they have to take so many initiatives. Second one, management is all pervasive. It means management is the universal concept. It is not compulsory that management is always required only in the business organization. It is included in the big or in the small business. Even in the house also you can see that some management is required. That means we have to do the work little bit in the systematic way. Now third one, management is the multi-dimensional. That means management is, we know that it is a complex activities and it has a multiple dimension. So basically three dimensions are there. First of all, management of work. So first of all, management of the work, we know that if any organization is existing in the world, they are existing just to perform some work. So that means this management aims to ensure that how the work should be done effectively and efficiently. So that means the first dimension of the management is how to perform the work. That means how we can complete the work in a particular time period and with the minimum cost. Second one is the management of the people. We know that the work can be performed by the people only. So that means this is also the characteristic of the management, that how the work can be done by the people. So that means the management of the people can be done. This is the second characteristic. And the third one, management of the operations. Management of the operation, that means in order to survive or to grow, every organization has to produce some goods, or maybe they have to give some services. And to produce the goods or to give the services, they have to do the management of the two things. First of all, management of the work. That means या तो वो produce करेंगे या service देंगे. Second thing, the work or the services can be done or can be performed by the people. So that means operations can be done by combining management of work as well as the people to produce the goods. That means two things can be managed in this third function, management of the work, this first one, and management of the people. That means how the work can be performed. वर्क परफॉर्म होगा दो लोगों से. पहला कैसा वर्क करना है, एंड सेकेंड थिंग कौन उस वर्क को कंप्लीट करेगा. Fourth one is management is a continuous process. Yeah, obviously if the organization is running, after fulfilling the one target or the one goal, they have the another goal. They have to set another target. They have to do some other work. So it is a continuous process. For the one target, they have to perform so many functions: planning, organizing, staffing, directing, control. And after that, after fulfilling that target, now they have to perform the another. So for the another target, they have to perform these functions again. Now, management is a group activity. That means management cannot be done by the individual person. Each member of the organization has to perform their functions. That means this is the group activity. Not a single person can fulfill the goal of the organization, or maybe we can say the goals of the organization can be fulfilled by the group efforts, not by the individual efforts. Sixth characteristic is management is a dynamic function. Dynamic means changeable. That means the organization, in order to grow or to survive, they have to interact with the business environment or with the external environment. And in the external environment, it consists of the social, economic, political factors also. So if the organization want to survive or want to grow, they have to coordinate with the changing environment. And if they will not coordinate with the changing environment, they will not withstand with the competition with the other organizations. Seventh one, management is an intangible force. That means intangible means which we cannot touch, but we can feel its presence. That means management presence you can feel when the targets will be achieved, when the employees are happy, and when the coordination will be there in the work environment. So management is an intangible force. You cannot touch it. You can simply feel its existence. Now, your next topic is objectives of the management. There are the three types of the objectives of the management. First of all is organization, social, and personal. Organization objectives is related with your company, with your factory, with your organization, and their main objective is to survive, to get the profit and all that. Social objectives, it is related with the society, related with the consumers or the other factor or the other stakeholders of the organization. Personal objective, that means it is related with the manager or maybe with the owner. So first of all, let's start with the organizational objectives. Organizational objectives, the main objectives of the organization is to survive. That means the basic objective of the management is to continuously to survive in the future or to grow in the future. And the survival of the organization is possible only when they will earn the profit. They will cover their fixed cost along with the profit also. Second point for the organizational objective, if the management want to survive for the long run, they need the profit, because profit will work as a lifeblood for the business, and we know that the profit is the reward for the risk bearing also. So profit is necessary for the management. Growth is also the basic reason of the organization, because organization, if they want to survive, if they want to grow, so this is also their objective. That means the business objective of the business organization can be seen by the growth also, and every business organization needs to be grow for the long run, and it can be measured in terms of the sales volume, it can be increase in the number of employees, market share, number of products, etc. That means we will discuss the objective of the management. So the basic objective of the management is to get the profit for the survival and for the growth. Now second one is the social objective. Social objective are the objectives which is related with the society, from where the managers or the organizations are using the resources to survive in the market. So first of all, the major objective, the social objective, is supply of the quality products at the fair prices. Yeah, the goods should be supplied in the market at the less prices or at the fair prices, so that the consumers will not feel exploited. Second, generation of the employment. Yeah, this is also very important for the weaker section. The management has to generate the employment opportunities. Conducting business in the lawful manner, that means they have to fulfill the rules and the regulation. That means ethics also they have to follow, and whatever the rules and the regulations of the government they have to follow. Protection of the environment. Protection of the environment is also very important, because if they will exploit the natural resources, so they have to face so many problems. So it is important that they will also protect the environment. They have to avoid the unfair trade practices. The things should be unadulterated. Provide basic amenities like social crutches to the employees. That means, as I said, discretionary responsibility, which we discussed in the business ethics chapter in 11th class. So these all are the social objectives of the management. Now personal objective, that means it is related to the individual needs of the employees of an organization. That means this is also very important for the management to satisfy the workers also. So how they can fulfill? First of all, financial needs like competitive salaries and perks. That means the salary should be satisfactory to the worker, it should be given by them. Social needs like peer recognition, that means self-respect should be maintained, dignity, respect should be maintained of the workers. Higher level needs such as policies for personal growth and the development, that means if it is a mining industry, so insurance facility should be given, and time to time recognition should be given to the good person. If the person is giving the good ideas, so some recognition should be given to them. Good and a healthy working condition, that means exploitation should not be there, the workers should enjoy the working conditions. So this much topic I have discussed with you today. Tomorrow I will start with the importance of the management.